Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop of positivity. You guys, I just had this greatest idea pop into my head because I was trying to upload yesterday's daily pop and have like the screensaver, which is the picture that you put there, the thumbnail, and it wouldn't upload, and I was getting frustrated. When I woke up, I just kind of had that pure mind, happy energy, and while I was doing that, all of a sudden my mind and ego and all these things were trying to do what it always does to us: pressurize us, catastrophize, do all these things. And then I had a pause, and I just heard from my guides, put on some really great reggae or music and stop everything, because you're trying to make something that's out of your control in your control, and that's YouTube and how it uploads and what it'll do for you or what it won't do for you. And immediately I felt calm, and this is what consistently helps me and lets me know that everything will be all right and nothing is that big a deal. That when we slow down and we listen to our intuition, which is this right here, this beautiful high priestess energy, we know that consistently we have been all right. It has not been end of days. It has not been too much. It has not been something that sets us over the edge. And had I not kind of slowed down and listened to this beautiful voice of insight and intuition in my head, I'd still be spinning my wheels trying to rectify a situation that was really not that big a deal. So I don't have a thumbnail on the Daily Pop. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Now, the high priestess is wonderful because in the upright position, and I never read reversals. I just don't. I feel like a card is a card, but it's about intelligence. It's about spiritual wisdom. It's about clarity, understanding. It can be science, education. It's really a symbol of creating, understanding, and deciding to be able to just cut through the fog and get to the real issue of something, right? And for me, this helps in terms of compassion. If somebody is, I don't know, it can be in my family, it can be a client, is just insistent and they just want more information and they want this and they want that, and demanding attention or whatever it is, the underlying factor when I integrate this beautiful high priestess energy is this person deserves compassion, and this is a cry for attention or wanting someone to listen to them. And then it creates a different headspace for me. I know also that I don't have to immediately need to respond to anybody for any reason, or nor do you. And this is a reminder: just listen, have stillness, have reverence for yourself, so you can get into that deeper kind of well of inspiration and calm, and infuse your day with this. So I was really happy that I just paused and I listened to my inner guide that was like, you need some music because you're spinning your wheels and you just need to settle down and relax. And also something that helps me too is immediately when I really look into the artwork of the cards, the beauty, feathers and flowers and stars and all of this stuff, the symbolism just makes me so happy. And I'm super, super excited about this full moon that is coming, because when we integrate Pisces and Virgo energy, it's so wonderful because this kind of all comes alive within it. It's great social energy, but it's also great, our creative and our far-flung ideas. The Virgo energy helps us then categorize them, put them in order, and have them be a thing of our reality, right? So if it's what we thought was some far-fetched kind of sketchy fantasy of how we want things to be, we can actually organize it so it comes into our 3D reality, which is awesome. And that's the star card, our bright future, our card of wealth, happiness, best changes. It's a very good card that can tell people about our future success, because this is the wish card. So if it pertains to this 3 of Cups, which is reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, and funnily enough, what is trining with Mars and Jupiter, it is all about this: festivals, festivities, gatherings, expansion, happiness, engagement, good times, all of this. Because trines, when we have this energy, it enhances the energy of each astro body, which is really, really cool. So if now is a great time to plan parties for you guys, to socialize, to ask somebody out, to go to a festival, to go to something that's big and social, and I feel like you'll have that kind of dream come true situation happening within this, which I absolutely love. And when we incorporate all of this together, forget about it. When we use our intuition and we project this happy outcome, best changes for ourselves. I know September And October, strangely enough, is really when I want to get myself in physical good shape. It's cooler out. I love to go out and move outside and be outside. And that makes me want to eat healthier and operate in a more healthy way. Also, with Virgo energy combined with Piscean energy, we get to the root of an issue of why we are behaving a certain way, or we're establishing certain behaviors and patterns. And then Virgo is awesome at organizing and formulating a plan to rectify situations, which is so great. So on the bigger channel, I'm really going to go in depth with this, because it's so wonderful, the combination of everything, the Pisces and Virgo energy. We implement stuff that we might have been too disorganized to do before, or unmotivated to do. And when we get Mars, which is communication and all of this great stuff, mixed with Jupiter, which is expansion, we're able to tell people our ideas in a really smooth, efficient way, get other people on board with business ideas, all this great stuff. So really great, happy changes taking place. And I'm just giving you guys this little tidbit because just only being human, I know that we can start on a certain path. And if glitches show up, let's not let it derail us. Let's not get crazed about it, because let's ask ourselves, what do we have control over? I don't have control over YouTube. I don't have control over the matrix. I don't have control over, whatever the weather. And once I just let that go and then I get in flow state, what do I have control over? Making great videos, being happy, listening to good music, trying to infuse my day with joy and creativity, just like you do. So if somebody comes into your realm and they are less this and joyful and happy and bringing you great social energy, hang that phone up, close that device. You don't need to connect or listen to somebody's traumatic, interpretation of something, the drama seekers, sometimes we just get that. And it's like, if they don't ask us, hey, do you have the bandwidth to hear this? Or are you okay? Do you have the headspace to listen to something? Then they're kind of being intrusive. They're not asking your permission to inflict themselves on you, right? And a lot of family members will do this. Sometimes friends doing it unbeknownst to themselves. And it crowds our space then with this drama. So really pay attention to who does that and why they do it, and disallow and kind of just like say no thank you, because I want this energy. I want somebody coming in and go, hey, how are you doing? And really listening and caring about what you're going through, right? That kind of energy. And using your high priestess energy to evaluate the who, what, when, where, and hows these are taking place, and what you just don't want to partake in, and what you would love to kind of evolve into with your relationships and your energy and feel good about it. Again, best changes. My best changes too is not to get caught in a groove or a rut when something goes awry, and immediately move on and move a muscle and change a thought and get onto like a kind of higher plane of thinking. So that's your daily pop, you guys. I'm actually going to upload this today, because I don't even know if the other video where I came on camera was even doing what I want it to do, but I just feel really happy and good vibes. So I just want to share this, because I feel like Wednesday is a very interesting day of the week. I feel like it's one of those things where we've got momentum into the week, and then we're already deciding, what do I want to take place and set myself up for the weekend. And I just love Wednesdays. I think they're a good page turning day of the week where we can implement great changes for stuff that's going to make us feel good, that's going to make us feel like we want insights to why we do things and how we do things, and are we working towards, because my big new word that I'm sticking on is intentionality. Do we have the intentionality to set us up for the winning week that we want, and moving into the weekend that we can finish things and clarify, especially with this really fantastic full moon coming in on Monday? We want to do this, right? We want to be able to be sharp and have access to our highest self so we can implement change how we want it. So that's your daily pop, you guys. Love and light.